All right, one moment here, and let me just finish this. Here we go. And back over here. Sorry. All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Tina Heuermann, and I am so honored to bring you and introduce you to Veronica Ortega. Veronica Ortega has spent years studying directly with Alexandria Brighton, and just her knowledge. Like I'm so grateful for her knowledge and information that she shares about the products. And I've had her on a couple other calls that I do with our sister company, HB Naturals, and just so excited to introduce you to her on the GoDesana side and cover the Seasons of Success collection that Alexandria intricately formulated. And I think once you're done with this call, you're going to see how much fun this collection is, why it's so important. And you're going to be reaching out to everybody that loves personal growth, because this collection is truly all of that. I want to start though by introducing you to our corporate team. We have Ben Scarcella, who is the vice president, and Paula Scarcella is the owner, the CEO. Alexandria Brighton is our formulator. And I just realized I need to change that screen a little bit, but GoDesana essential oil line, GoDesana company was created as a way for Alexandria to share her brilliance in plant formulations and essential oils that we now get the opportunity to share with our friends. And I'm so excited. Veronica, I love to introduce Alexandria, but I think you could do a much better job because she is your family member at heart. And so if you wouldn't mind going ahead and introducing Alexandria, that would be great.
Sure, I'd love to. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us. So Alexandria Brighton is, as Tina said, is my family. We became family over 20 years ago. Alexandria first started in the holistic industry, if you want to call it that, years and years ago. She was very interested in herbal care. So she dove in deep about her education, about herbs and such. She went into Ayurvedic information, Ayurvedic knowledge and such. So she knew that herbs were one method of holistic care. And she knew to go to the next step, it was about going into the essential oil business or creating essential oil formulas. Because once she went through the herbs and she realized what else they could do and how essential oils could really benefit and work parallel with with herbal care, she knew that was the next step. So she studied and she traveled, learning about essential oils, and she came back to the United States and she opened a clinic in Mexico and Tijuana, and was helping a lot of people, especially with cancer, because she did learn from a German doctor about how to help with cancer and such. And, we can only be so careful of the words that we say. So I'm just letting you know that this is all very, parallel. It's integrative medicine. So we, still want everyone to go to the doctor if they need to. Alexandria then went from essential oils and then building companies, helping other companies with essential oils, and just moving forward. It was just really an incredible burst that she had with her knowledge. And it shifted for her, the industry of essential oils, because then she realized that there was something deeper about what the oils could actually do. It wasn't just about, physical ailments and such, but it was something deeper. So she moved to Wyoming and she studied with the Native Americans there. And as she was learning more and more about Native American medicine, she just really started venturing out about, is the physical body ailments connected to an emotional part of the body? So if you've ever studied, holistically, there is always that connection, the body, mind, and soul. Everyone really uses that little tagline, but do you really truly understand what that means? And Alexandria did. So she knew that her blending was going to change. Her blending then went from not just physical ailments to how do we actually get people healthier from the inside out and from the depth of their souls, from the depth of, what can help them shift inside that can help them live a better life. So that's who Alexandria Brighton is. She is incredibly mindful, and her intention of blending and how she blends. She's not a traditional, it is about the chemistry and the science of it and making it safe for everybody to use, but it's also about what oils want to work together. She's, kind of like the Dr. Doolittle of essential oils. She talks to the oils, and she really wants to make sure that people, that the oils understand that they've got to come together to actually do a specific job. She sets an intention of what kind of blend she wants to create and what kind of shift she wants to help people with, and that's how she works. So it's always been an incredible honor to be a part of Alexandria's life and to learn from her and to be mentored by her. So, but she is, we have spent 20 some years together. And so we are, we've become family. So I'm very, very gracious to be a part of Alexandria's world. So that's Alexandria Brighton.
Thank you. I knew that you would do a much better job at it than I could, because of your personal devotion to her, and what a blessed thing to be able to call her family. And just I've only talked to her once on the phone, and she's very passionate about purity, to the point that don't use her name unless she allows you to use her name. And anyway, she is a master purveyor, master formulator, a French medical aromatherapist. French medicine can and will use essential oils in the medicinal field. And anytime that you have something that is French medicinal, has French medicinal properties, you know that it's top of the line. The GoDesana difference, having a gatekeeper who knows the nuances between different plants, species, and who has been trained reading gas chromographs, who understands how to read and interpret the results and benefits, and who has a trained nose, will make all the difference in your experience with essential oils. Seasons of success can only be achieved. We're going to be covering the seasons of success, which is a part of our Oil of the Month Club. And seasons of success can only be achieved when a person believes deep within their soul in their mission. We believe that once you try our unique essential oils and explore our mission surrounding this line, you'll see a life transformation in many ways. So Veronica, I want to take a moment again and just thank you so much. Veronica is extremely knowledgeable. When she was first connected with Alexandria, she asked if she could clean her office just so she could be near her and learn from her. And that developed this lifetime friendship together. And Veronica's knowledge base, her own passion for essential oils, as well as everything that she has learned from Alexandria, is going to bring you quite a treat today. So, Veronica, I'm going to let you start and just kind of describe the collection. And then I did send you the slides, but just let me know when you're ready for me to change, and I'll click that next one for you. So
Okay,
my pleasure
good.
to introduce you, Veronica Ortega, everyone.
Thank you. Tina, you want to go back to the other slide first, the one right before that one? Yes, that's stay there for a moment. Thank you. So here's what I'd like to do today is actually talk about this specific collection. I'm going to jump on every month, and talk about each of these individual oils, but we'll hit a little bit of them about, today, but, what about them and what their benefits are. But I really, really want to spend a good chunk of this morning talking about why this collection, Seasons of Success. Alexandria was approached, as always, by Paula, wanting a new collection. And the one thing that popped up for Alexandria was, you know, people, we need to do something for this, our company, that will help people be successful, that will help people be, you know, able to go out and, you know, build the company, build their own success, to be able to go beyond their limiting beliefs and their limitations and really go out there. Because the one thing, when you join an MLM company, sometimes it's really difficult to go out there and just start building the business. You may have, you know, we have great coaches, we have great leaders, but sometimes you still have just a little something that's holding you back. So Alexandria knew that what she really wanted to do was to create a collection that would help people push through that would help people, support people, that would really truly help support people in all that they wanted to do and all that they wanted to achieve in this company. She felt that it was really important that the company do something to support, you know, every single person, every single member. So she came up with Seasons of Success. She felt that the intention and the energy of this collection, as it was being used, could just trickle through the entire company and make the company even that more successful, make the people in the company even more successful and abundant, because that's what it's truly about, right? We all want to be abundant. And abundance comes in so many different ways in our life. So we want to make sure that we honor that. And Alexandria did that. But she also made sure that we were persevering through our own challenges within ourselves. One of the big things sometimes is, you know, we really need to understand why, you know, things are the way they are. And with Alexandria, she doesn't just create a collection and says, this is, here are 12 oils, let's just use these. There's an actual method. There's a true understanding. She created the 12 oils in a specific sequence. She followed what she really truly wanted to make sure that people understood, because it just empowers the intention of what you want. Alexandria is very much about, you know, the power of intention. It's how she blends. So when she collects, or when she creates a collection, that's exactly what she's doing. She's created a specific intention. Therefore, there's a specific method to how to use these oils. And I really want to talk about that really in depth this morning, so you can understand, so you can actually get through the shifts and get through everything that really might limit you or may limit somebody else. So when you look at the Season 6, you're looking at 12 different oils. And Alexandria started with the spring. So the spring oil is not about March. It's not just about the spring. What does spring actually mean? She was looking at the 4 seasons. She was looking at the Earth calendar. So the Earth calendar happens all year round. There's 4 seasons, but the Earth calendar is what connects us to the Earth. So she wanted us to be able to do that. She wanted us to have that connection to the Earth and to understand. When you think of the spring, what do you think of? You think of the spring equinox. That's truly the new year, isn't it? That's when the seeds are planted. That's when you actually start going in and trying to create something, to manifest something. That's when nature's waking up and there's birth happening. You know, inspiration takes place, you know, truly in that spring. So when you look at the spring, you think about, you know, what do I want to start new? So instead of thinking just that New Year's is, you know, the new year, think about the spring equinox. The spring equinox happens, and that's the actual Earth calendar new year. So she kind of, you know, went into this direction of, let's take advantage of this Earth calendar. Let's actually work with the Earth calendar, have the Earth calendar work for us as well. Each blend is to work on top of each other. When you use the one blend and you use the next blend, then they work consecutively together. They're in union with one another. So what you want to know is that the spring, yes, it happens in the spring, but it can happen at any time. You can start to manifest and set intentions or goals at any time. It doesn't matter. So it doesn't mean that prosperity as spring, that you can only use it in March. We want you to start. We want you to start from the beginning of a month, because each oil is meant to be used within the 28 to 30 days. Because what happens? They say that in 28 to 30 days, you can change a habit. So in using each one bottle for the 28 to 30 days, you're going to already start to feel a shift. Then the next month, you will use the next oil. And then the next month, the next oil. So in 12 months, you should be able to really, have a whole different perspective about your business, about your manifestation, about what you can truly, truly gain, in using these 12 oils. We all have goals that can be building this business, buying a new home, it can be buying a new car, it doesn't matter. But these 12 oils are going to help you get there. So when she did this collection, one of the other things that she did was she wanted to make sure that we understood that there's a sequence. And it's important to follow the sequence if you're going to do this correctly, and if you really want to really manifest something within the 12-month period. So that's what's really important. So you really want to be able to, have that ability to, look back in 12 months and say, geez, look what happened. Look what changed inside of me. Look what, really shifted. The limiting beliefs that we have within ourselves about, anything and everything. I'm not worthy enough. I'm not able, my family was poor, so I'm always going to be poor. I'm always, there's all these types of little messages that came up when we were little, or with the people that we were around. We need to shift that. We need to actually change what that is, because it's those little things that are still inside of us. We have cellular memory. So at the cellular level, we hear that record that continues to play periodically. And it's our chance. This is our chance to actually change that and to move beyond that and to push forward with that and to be successful at whatever level it is. To be successful and to be open to receive what you want or something bigger and better. Why not? When they say the sky is the limit, do you understand that that means anything? So when the sky is the limit, it means bigger and better. What we hope to accomplish could be minute to what the universe has to offer us. So in this collection, Alexandria is helping us get there. She's helping us change our mindset in order to get to the bigger and to the better. To say, all I want is this car, but if I could get a better car, a bigger car, something that's fancy, whatever, and I can make payments or pay for it in cash. This is what this collection is about. It's about changing the mindset. It's about being able to persevere and to understand, and I'm going to say a word, in divine timing, and understanding that it is all about something bigger than just us, and really, really opening our mindset to that. So this collection, it will rock your world. I don't know how else to say it. We have so many stories, so many stories about what some of these oils have done for people. It's amazing how people have shifted, just using just drops at a time, just the things that will, that will change for people. So we want that for everybody in this company. Alexandria truly wanted to have a collection that supports true abundance, true manifestation, and true success for every single person. So what prevents you from being successful? There's always a little tagline that we can say to ourselves, like, oh, you big dummy, whatever that is. We're going to shift that. And you have to be aware when those things show up, because when you are, all you have to do is apply more oil. Whatever oil you're using that month, just apply the oil. You've got to stop, kind of deflect whatever is happening in your mindset, whatever limitation that you're feeling or you're saying to yourself. You've got to stop it. You've got to deflect it, and you've got to put on oil and say something else for yourself. Create your own mantra. Now, in the downloads, in the product information sheets, there are mantras that are, that accompany each of these oils. If it resonates with you, fantastic. If you want to create something, great, but do not put anything in there that's negative. Use only positive words. Make sure that you are creating a mantra for yourself that is truly uplifting and that is limitless. Do not create a mantra that says, I will not. Don't use those words. Use positive words. Look at what you're trying to achieve as if you've already achieved it. Look at what you're trying to achieve as if it was bigger than what you thought. Just really make sure that you understand that this collection is just going to take you somewhere else. It's going to change the energy inside of you. It's going to change the energy that comes out of you. Because once we take that shift, that energetic shift, our frequency, our vibrational frequency just illuminates out of us, and we're just attracting all this great stuff. It's hard to believe that an oil could do that. But I'm here and I'm telling you that it can. Because I have used prosperity. I've used other oils that Alexandria has created that literally help me push through the limiting thoughts in my head. So I can honestly say, with the stories that I know and the experiences that I've had, that this collection is one. It's none like no other. No other company has a collection like this. No other company is going to have a collection that was created specifically for you to be more successful. And that's what this collection is. So let's talk about spring. Let's talk about prosperity. So prosperity, it's an easy go-to oil, for an easy go-to blend for everybody to understand, because it truly is about prosperity. Prosperity is, overcoming the idea that you are limited in what you can receive. So prosperity opens everything up. It helps you become more successful than you ever thought you could be. I know, as a self-employed person, when prosperity, oh, that's a nice effect. When prosperity, my business is a little slow, then I diffuse prosperity and the phone starts to ring. Money starts to show up. There's so many stories about prosperity and what people, what people have achieved with prosperity, or what they've gained and not ever thought that they could get there. We have a small little casino here nearby, and there were some women who bought Alexandria's prosperity. And let me tell you, they didn't go or walk into that casino without their prosperity bottle, and they won every single time. It's just unbelievable. But here's the thing with this collection. It's not just applying it and trying and, crossing your fingers and hoping it works. You got to do a little work as well. You've got to do a little bit of believing. So saying a mantra, creating your own mantra, saying this, it will really, truly help. And it will really push you through. It will, I'm telling you, it's just, it's one of the blends that, people truly, other companies come to Alexandria saying, what's in that blend? How do we make it? And can we buy it? She's very protective about her blends. And this is one of those blends. This is one of the most important blends, because she knows exactly, why, this blend is, so powerful. So prosperity. So you're going to start with prosperity. It's the first month. It's the spring. So in a couple of weeks, we're going to start into September. Why not start then? Set an intention. What's the goal for the month or for the year? What is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to achieve in the next 12 months? So you start with prosperity and you use only prosperity for the entire month. every single day. Sometimes you've got to use the oils more than once a day. So if you start to grasp on, if you start to run with a limiting idea, or that record starts to play, you just open the bottle and you start putting it on, and you start saying your mantra to yourself. I believe, I know I am prosperous. I am, prosperity is coming to me, abundance is coming to me. So whatever it is for yourself, you just say it and you put that oil on. 12 months. 28 days, 30 days, 1 month. That's what you want to do. You want to really, truly put this oil on every single day. Every single day. And if you need to, what some people have done in the past is they'll put it on a cotton ball, or if you want to purchase those inhalers, you can put on an inhaler, and that way it's small, it's in your pocket. Back in the day, before they didn't make inhalers, I had a woman who bought jumbo sized cotton balls, and she put drops of the oil in the cotton ball, and then she zipped it up in like a little snack size Ziploc. And when she needed it, she took a big whiff, she took it out, she rubbed it on herself. I have been known to put prosperity, or any oil really, on cotton balls, and I put it in my car vent. There are a lot of different car vent type stuff to diffuse inside your car, but when I was a mobile massage therapist, I used prosperity in my car every single day, because that was how I built my business. So if you have an office, then diffuse prosperity there, or do little cotton balls or place them throughout your room. That's where your business takes place. Then that's where the prosperity begins, right? So that's prosperity, 28, 30 days. It's truly what you want to do. Okay, so we're going to talk about letting go of fear. Letting go. So you've used prosperity for 1 month. Now you're going to use letting go of fear, because what will stop anybody dead in their tracks is fear. Fear is that place that you can't grasp. The sky's the limit. Fear is where you don't believe that you can have bigger or better. Fear is contagious. It truly is, because you can instill, or someone could have instilled some fear within you about that's not really ever going to happen. You can't travel around the world because you're going around the world. Why would you do that? It's not safe to leave your home. Fear is contagious, and it's something that can overrun in your life, because it could go to every level of your life. So letting go of fear allows you to truly go beyond and to believe in something bigger and better. I have used letting go of fear. I'm also a doula. And, a first-time pregnant mom going into labor really has a hard time. There's a lot of fear. There's fear within that mom. There's fear with the partner, like what's going to happen to my partner? She's giving birth. What's going to happen to me? Our life is going to change. There's a lot of fear. And fear can actually slow down the progress of labor. Fear can actually slow down, what is going to come. So I don't want to feel the pain. I'm too afraid. So I have used letting go of fear numerous times in a birthing situation to help a birthing mom let go of her fear and to know that she's a strong woman. There are other oils in this company that support being a strong woman, but letting go of fear was truly the one oil I always used as a doula, because I wanted to make sure that the birthing room was infused with, there's not going to be any fear in this room. We're changing the environment. So letting go of fear helps you change that within inside of yourself, helps you be just a little bit more brave, a little bit more courageous, and you just let that go. You've used prosperity for a month. Now you're going to use letting go of fear for a month, right? We've set the intention. Now we're actually going to let go of whatever fear that may limit us to really, becoming abundant and manifesting or reaching our goal or our intention. So after we've let go of our fear, we need to actually then go back into our personal power. So after letting go of fear, we're going into the personal power. Can I change it? There. Okay. So personal power. Personal power is about returning the power to you. So what if we, experienced people in our lives that said, you can't, you won't, this is what I'm going to do, this is how it's going to work. They've just taken your personal power. And it does, personal power, all of these situations aren't just about your childhood or about the environment that you grew up in. What about your life as an adult? I have a client whose husband worked for a university, and his director, the dean of his department, took his personal power away, took away his personal power. And he moved to a different university, and he was so afraid. So we gave him personal power. He regained his power back. He regained his voice. He was able to stand up for himself again. He was able to say, I am successful. You are not going to belittle me. You are not going to shame me into something else. He remembered why he got into the industry that he did. So personal power is helping you regain that power back. Personal power is about returning what you were already born with. So here you are taking it back, and then it helps you with your determination, right? Because once you feel empowered, you're even more determined to achieve. You hit that, here's a great story. Alexandria has a good story about personal power. There's a man that she worked with who had a lot of discourse with his father. His father belittled him a lot. And he took over the business, and, the business was suffering, but, his father was there, just overpowering him. Well, his father passed away, and he thought, okay, things should be better. Things are going to be great. But nothing was really shifting. Nothing was shifting. He sees Alexandria. Alexandria says, okay, let's take a look at everything. The one thing Alexandria realized is that above his desk was a picture of his father, a portrait of his father. So his father was still just belittling him because he was standing right there. He was just overseeing him. So that energetic exchange was still happening. He took the portrait down. He started using personal power. He just really skyrocketed from that point on. So personal power is truly about coming back and taking over your life, getting it back from where somewhere along your life it just slipped away. It also helps you spread the seeds a little bit more. This is where the seeds are starting to sprout, right? So you've set the intention with prosperity. You're letting go of the fear. Now this month, you're taking back your personal power, and the seeds are coming up. They're sprouting up. So something is actually starting to happen. So we're going to move into something that takes you into action, and that is seeing the big picture. Seeing the big picture is truly about opening your eyes and believing that the bigger and the better is out there for you, that the universe is there to support you in everything that you want and then some. So the big picture is about, really honing in on, I just wanted this one little thing. Now I've got something bigger and better that's going to come, because now I truly believe that it's going to happen. So we're moving away from the negative talk within ourselves, and we're going to start moving into some action. So once again, you have used each of these oils for 1 month because they work together. They work in harmony with one another. So in order for it to really manifest into something bigger, you've got to let them do their jobs. You've got to let them do their jobs, because that's how Alexandria creates her blends. If you want a blend that's going to shift you, you've got to kind of just do just that blend, to give it the space within yourself and your life to really move forward. Okay, so excuse me, after we see the big picture, now there's a lot of joy happening, right? Because what's happening now, we're actually going to start feeling joyful. We're actually going to be so happy that we get to see what, all the work that we're doing, right? Because we've planted the seeds and we're kind of moving through them, we're harvesting them. Now we really get a chance to see what is out there, what is next? What can we do? And we're going to be happy because we're seeing that there's a little bit of a reward from the work that we've been doing. There's a little bit of reward from the last 4 months. So now we get to do this. So the seasons of success are about doing the work and then being able to really look at it and go, okay, now I see it happening. Now I see. It doesn't mean that the previous 4 months that you're not going to see a result of anything. Not at all. That's not what this means. The joy is now you get to be happy, because when you're in a limiting thought pattern, are you really joy? Do you feel joy when you're really running through that limiting belief of, I don't think so. I don't think this is going to happen for me. You're not. How can you be in joy? We're kind of clearing the path, right? Do you see how this is working now? Do you understand why following each of the oils each month really kind of helps you get to something completely fantastic? So from joy, we got a little pause of being happy. Now we're going to stop the self-sabotage, because at this point we're happy and we're noticing and we're joyful and we're seeing some sort of result of the work that we've done the previous 4 months. And now we sit back and are you second guessing yourself? Yeah, you start to second guess yourself. So now you need to stop the self-sabotage. Now you really need to dig in deep and you need to say, no, no more. I'm not going to set myself up to be limited. I'm not going to set myself up to withdraw. Because just like in food and diets, we get to a place and we think, oh, we're good. I don't need to do it anymore, right? So it's the same thing with personal growth. You start to feel really good. You've done some good work. And now you're like, I can just coast on by. No, the work is still there. We're still digging deep into that cellular memory. We're still digging deep. We're still trying to change that thought pattern that we've lived with. And we really want to focus in on that. So from stop self-sabotage, we move into self-aware. So how easy is that? Self-aware is about being aware of ourselves. And it's, we're heading into the fall. So what starts to happen in the fall time? So the fall is about, well, it's almost time to start harvesting, right? I'm not a farmer, I don't know, but it's time to start to harvest. We've got to start looking at what our growth has taken, what growth has taken place. And this is what this is. So you've built up a lot of and cleared a lot of paths. Now we want to have that self-awareness. The self-awareness of, am I more content? Am I happier? Is life really moving forward? Did I already attain a goal? Do I need to, is that just all that I want? What if you started with just one little simple goal or intention? And now with all of this that you've been doing, it's gotten bigger. All I want to do is enroll 5 people this year. Well, maybe the 5 went to 50, and maybe now the 50 went to 500. This is where we're at. This is how we're moving forward. This is what we're trying to do. So self-aware is about kind of checking in with yourself, letting yourself know, like, where am I at? How am I doing this? What's going to happen? From self-aware, we go into gentle change, because there are changes that are going to happen. Sometimes you just need to take a moment and be good to yourself. And gentle change is about that. Gentle change is truly about what, I have been through a rough patch, and it's time for me to kind of pull up my pants and keep moving forward, and to be okay with how that looks, however that looks. You're going to have a gentle change that takes place. It's going to start to ease up a little bit. Maybe in the past, 7 months, you've, a little bit of drama has shown up. Yeah, because when you're clearing out cellular memory, stuff shows up. And now it's time to really settle in and be okay with, all right, the change is happening. Because sometimes the people around you, because your light, your vibrational frequency is just going to start illuminating you. You are just going to be shiny and light filled that people may retract because they can't handle that level of light. So this gentle change helps support you in continuing to move forward. We go from gentle change to compassion because we're staying in that place of being compassionate for ourselves and for other people. Because when people leave you, you still have to have a level of compassion. When you choose to leave people, you still have to have a level of compassion. When you judge yourself, you need to have a level of compassion. So what if you get to this place 8 months later and nothing's happened? I've used every single one of these bottles every single month and nothing's happening. Have compassion for yourself. You don't know what's happening behind the big curtain. You don't know what's lining up for you. You have to have compassion. Compassion for yourself, compassion to lift others up, compassion to be able to say, it's coming. It's coming. Because sometimes it takes compassion to talk to your limiting self and say, it's okay. I understand that you don't believe. So I send compassion to that part of my soul who doesn't believe, because I do believe. And that's what compassion's about. From compassion, we move into gratitude. Gratitude is one of Alexandria's older blends. It's just like prosperity. And, it has done a lot of great things. Gratitude is not just about gratitude. Gratitude is about being able to protect yourself. So it's about being able to, really hold on to what you do have and what you know is coming. So being grateful, being in the place of gratitude for what I don't know, but what is coming, right? So we're still working towards moving forward and believing in whatever's coming is going to be bigger and better. And gratitude puts you in that place. Excuse me. Some people will maybe think, why isn't gratitude in November? Because that's, it's Thanksgiving. That's not what it's about, because we're not following that calendar. We're following the Earth calendar. We're looking at spring, summer, fall, and we're heading into winter. So this is what we're looking at. We want to know everything I have achieved in the last 9 months, everything that's coming to me in the next 3 months, I'm grateful for already. So that's gratitude. From gratitude, we move into hope, because in hope, we truly understand and we believe that even though there was a little bit of a setback, even though there was a little bit of a challenge, I still have hope. I still have hope that everything I want to achieve is going to come. Everything that I want to manifest is going to show up. And it's going to be bigger and better. The sky is truly the limit. So, there's something that I've learned in my life, which is sometimes the universe just kind of wants to test you a little bit, just to see, do you really believe? Do you trust? Do you have faith? And sometimes those little obstacles show up. So you've got to persevere through that. And this collection, that's what this collection does. It helps you persevere through that one little hiccup that may happen in your life. And you think, it's not going to happen. And you think, and then you put on the oil and you're like, yes, it is. Yes, it is. You say your mantra, you put on the oil, and you just go for it. So hope is giving you that moment of chance. It's hope is helping you get to that place. So that way you can keep persevering through. So from hope, we go into the last oil, which is high vibe. So at this point, we've done the 12 months, right? And at this point, stuff has shown up. Good, bad, indifferent, whatever it is, it is. It's high. It's, at this point, we are very happy. And we just want to include that happiness within inside of us. We want to be able to just say, yes, we did it. I achieved it. The goal is there. Or maybe the goal didn't get there. And that's okay. Because all you have to do is say, you know what? I cleared a lot of limiting beliefs. I manifested something else that I never thought I would manifest. So maybe it was something else. Maybe it was something else that was more important that you had to create and receive before your actual intention or goal shows up. And sometimes that's how the universe works. Sometimes you just got to clear the path and then get to the other place before you get to what you really, truly want. Doesn't mean, I don't want to say it's a magical thing, right? And I don't want to say that this is just, you got to believe in the magic and you have to believe in the mantras that you create for yourself. You need to know that at this high vibe, you are resonating with something that is stronger. You are resonating with something that is, even more untouchable than you can truly understand. You're going to the high vibe is going to a higher vibrational frequency. And that's what keeps us moving forward. And that's what's inside of us. Each oil, you can go to the next slide. Each oil is built up upon each other. They all work completely in alignment with one another. Each oil does help each other. Alexandria doesn't create a collection where only one individual oil is going to shine. She creates a collection so each individual oil will collectively work together. So when you use the seasons of success, the main goal is to use them once a month. Use them one oil every single month and then keep moving forward and just keep moving forward. So prosperity for a month, letting go of fear for a month. Let each oil do its job. Let them move you through the entire 12 months. See what you can do for yourself. See what you can actually manifest for yourself. See what other people can truly manifest. So one of the greatest things about this oil is that Alexandria has specific intentions, and this intention of this collection is to help you become successful in whatever what you want to do. So make sure that when you do this collection, try it. It's not saying that you can't pick and choose, like, oh, I want to do it this way. It's okay. You can do that. But if you really want to set a goal and really shift within inside yourself, do it this way. It's the way she created it. It's how she wanted it to work. The seasons of the earth have specific, energetic connection to these oils. And that's why she's created them this way. Each one supports each other, and it keeps you focused and it keeps you going. And that's what's really important to remember. We're trying to overcome a whole lot of stuff. And at the same time, we're opening ourselves up to receive everything that we could possibly receive and then some. So try to understand that. I know it's difficult to think, oh my gosh, I started off with gratitude. It's okay. Buy a bottle of prosperity. You're still, if you buy the oils of the month, you're still going to get the oils. Eventually, you're going to have O12 anyways. So just go ahead and just start. Start with your own spring equinox next month. Start with prosperity. Set your goal. What's the seed that you want to plant with inside of you? see what happens, and then move forward, and then go to the letting go of fear. Just keep moving forward. And then that will truly make a big difference for you. So that is the seasons of success. I hope that you all have an incredible time using these oils, because I can truly understand that, or I truly do understand, I want to say, how powerful they are. And, if you haven't really ever given a full collection some attention, this is the one to start with. And this is the one that will truly help you, in the next 12 months, if you choose to do it. So thank you very much. You want to go ahead and talk about Lavender Ice, because it's a great promotion?
Well, let me just say, for those that know me, know the personal development journey I have been on, and boy, I'm gonna start all over with prosperity and do this month by month, starting in September. Um, and I'm so excited to see and grateful. Let's throw that grateful oil in. So grateful for what's to come and what has come for everyone here with GoDesana. The growth that we have had these past 6 weeks, I think we've been open to social sharing, has been phenomenal. So many people coming on, so many great leaders rising and helping others. And Veronica, I told you, if this is your first time listening to Veronica teach on essential oils, drop that in the chat and how excited you are for our next class. And we'll get to that in just a second. But Veronica, let me just say that personal development is something that you should focus on, whether you are sharing the business opportunity with anyone, building teams, running this as a business or not. Your self-development is going to truly change your life. And it's going to open up doors, possibilities, and abundance for things that you deserve, even though your inner self is telling you that you can't do it. You need to wipe that from your vocabulary, like Veronica said. So thank you. Thank you. Veronica, do you want to talk about Lavender Ice, our freebie right now?
I would love to. Lavender Ice is one of those blends that I keep in my pocket. I keep next to my bed. I keep in my purse because it is a great go-to. It does so much. If you have an upset stomach, you can rub it on your belly. If you are getting hot, because I run hot, I put Lavender Ice on. If you have a headache, you can roll it on the hairline of your head, not in your ear, around the outside of your ear. It will rub it in. It'll help take the headache away. Honestly, Lavender Ice has so many great qualities and characteristics and properties to it that it is really a great blend to have. And it is an incredible aroma stick. It's so easy to keep in there, to just keep by you and just use all the time. It can, I use Lavender Ice before I go to bed sometimes. And people say, well, doesn't the peppermint kind of keep you stimulated? Well, not so much, because the lavender helps cut down that stimulation a little. So it's more about, for me, the Lavender Ice when I go to bed it helps relax me, and it also helps keep me cool, especially in these hot summer nights. So it really works out well. And if you're at last, if you don't have ease, or you have something else for your digestion, then Lavender Ice really works incredibly well. If you know that you're going to hit a big restaurant that has a lot of big, rich food, then maybe a little Lavender Ice on your belly before you go eat, or an after, that will help you just, keep things going. But it works incredibly well. It is really a great blend to kind of keep with you. It is one of my standbys, truly is.
Awesome. Thank you. I cannot believe Paula is so incredibly generous with her customers, with the customers of GoDesana, that, buy a $12.95 oil of the month, which is Copaiba. Did I say it right this time?
Copaiba. You did.
Yes,
Yay.
yay! If you buy the 12.95 Copaiba, you get this $27 oil for free. Now, obviously, after today's class, everyone is going to run to their shopping carts and get Prosperity so they can start that on September 1, and have your own spring equinox, like she said. What an amazing class. Thank you. When you first told me the concept behind Alexandria formulating this collection, I was blown away. Like I went and bought Prosperity right away. Somebody asked, can you use more than one oil when you're using this, when you're on your oil of the month?
Are we talking about we're talking about the success of, so can you use one of the seasons of success oils and then use something else like lavender ice? Yes, definitely. The intention is different. The application is probably going to be different. So it is definitely, usable. So I use oil all day long. So I will apply, wellness for adults sometimes, and then I will later on put on lavender ice, or I'll put on, calm or something of that nature. So it is possible to really, truly, use different oils. Do not use them. Do not apply them. Here's what I want to say. Do not apply them at the same time. Do them different times. So if you want to start your day off with your intention, then put your season of success oil on first. If you know that you want to put wellness on, then put the wellness on later, or put it on, an hour or two later. So it really is about timing. So, but you can definitely use more than one oil a day. That is helpful.
Awesome. And then can you explain the difference between Prosperity and Prosper?
Same blend, different names.
Okay. Awesome. All right.
That's what happens when things get updated. So yes, definitely.
So we will, September 13th, if you would like to mark your calendars and make sure that you invite people. We are going to do part 1 of the chakra collection next. And we're super excited to, I've collected a couple of those already myself. I need to really pace myself because I want to go buy them all. But we are going to be going over the, are we starting at the root chakra one? Is that what we decided, Veronica?
Yes. Yeah. So we're going to cover, the bottom half.
Yes,
the bottom
that's
half
right.
of the chakras. Yes.
So if you're familiar with what chakras are, then you are really, really going to understand and appreciate this next class. Again, oils that are formulated by Alexandria cannot be beat by any product or company in the entire world. One thing about Alexandria is her reputation is so renowned throughout the world that she gets first harvest rights before any company. She gets to go in and pick where her plants and herbs are going to be harvested, and she gets to harvest those first. So we truly do have the best of the best here. And the price point, like if you think about that, if you do the Seasons of Success bundle, which is a $29.95 Seasons of Success oil, you really get the single oil for free. Plus right now, and I don't know when this is going to go off, it could be any day, you're also getting the $27.95 Lavender Ice oil for free. So the bundle is a fantastic deal. And I just feel so blessed to have this opportunity to share this very private and heart-centered collection. These oils are a part of Alexandria. She takes them so seriously. They're like her children in a sense. And so there's so much love, so much gratitude, and so much intention into every tiny bottle that it's more than just an essential oil. It is an experience, and everyone needs to know about the experience of GoDesana. So anyway,
it's life-changing. They're life-changing. That's what they are.
They are life-changing.
These collections are truly life-changing.
Is there anything else you'd like to add before we end the meeting, Veronica?
No, but come to the chakra talk next month because it'll be fun, because you will get some clues also about how to partner them up. with some seasons of success. So definitely come in to the chakra collection talk. We will look forward to it.
That's right. Yes, they do tie into the seasons of success. GA asked, do I only get that through you? No, GA, you can order that through your new account that you created when you ordered Prosperity 3 days ago. So with that, I'm going to end the meeting, and y'all have a great day. Thank you so much for being a part of our inaugural class. We look forward to these monthly meetings with you to bring a more in-depth knowledge of the different collections and uses for the GoDesana essential oil line. So with that, Tina Heuermann and Veronica Ortega signing out. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.